We are live.
Okay, I would like to say good morning to everybody and call this meeting to order. I need a motion for the adoption of the agenda for the August 11th Community Development Advisory Committee be adopted. Can I have a motion for that, please? Lisa, thank you. Seconder? Marlene, thank you very much. Okay, are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? Seeing none, I would say there are none. So now we need a motion for the adoption of the minutes of the Community Development Advisory Committee meeting held June 9th, 2022, and they be adopted. So can I have a motion for that, please? Lisa, seconder. Marlene, thank you very much. Are there any omissions, deletions, comments, or anything on the minutes? Okay, great. Deputations and presentations, I have none. So now we're asking for a briefing. Jeanette Amini, Manager of Legislation Services, Clerk, will provide the Community Development Advisory Committee with a briefing on the new Planning and Economic Development Advisory Committee mandate.
Thanks so much. So through you, Chair Hunter, I just wanted to let everybody know that back in 2020, County Council approved the establishment of a procedural bylaw review committee. So it overtook a comprehensive review of our procedural bylaw, which takes effect at the next term of council. So as everybody may know, the committee's mandate is contained in that procedural bylaw. So they looked at all of the committees, and what the committee has decided is that in the future, they're going to combine the planning. They're going to combine the Planning Advisory Committee with the CDAC committee. So it will be all new, one combined committee now, which is the Planning and Economic Development Committee. And I believe the reason for doing this was because both committees and both departments work very closely together. What happens in the economic development really overlaps with planning and vice versa. So attached to the agenda today was the new mandate. And notably on that is that the composition of the committee will be 4 members of County Council and then 4 representatives, 1 from each township. So there will be a representative from North Frontenac, from South Frontenac, from Central Frontenac, and from Frontenac Islands. So inside there, you can see similar to what the mandate will be. Much of what was in the CDAC mandate has been placed into this mandate, as has the planning committee. So I'm really just here to answer any questions. I just felt it important that the committee know this, because as you know, the term of this committee ends this November with the new term of council. The advertisements for new committee members actually won't be going out until probably October, November, because the new term of council will determine those committee appointees. So that will usually take place in January when the new council is established. So everybody is, of course, welcome to put their names forward for this new committee, but I'm just wondering if there's any questions or any thoughts that you might want to provide to staff. So I'm all ears if you have any questions on how this new process will unfold.
Does anyone have any questions? Everybody had a chance to read it. Alan?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to our clerk. I regret I just had my pooch out for a second. I'm not sure, Jeanette, whether you mentioned or not whether how many public members would sit on the committee. If you didn't, is that something for discussion?
I did mention that there's 4 members of the public that will sit on this committee, and those 4 members, there will be one from each township, so that all townships are represented.
That's fine. Thank you. No other questions, Madam Chair.
Okay, anyone else have any questions? I just have to say that when we started the Community Development Advisory Committee, I think it was Councillor Doyle and I thought that economic development should be brought out in that title of the advisory committee. So I'm glad to see that the economic development is getting more focus than as in community development. So I like that part of it. I think joining it with planning is great because sometimes planning does things that may not help the economic development. So we have to, you know, if we know what everybody's doing, it's great. Anyone else have any comments? Seeing none, I thank staff for the great work on the new committee, and look forward to applying for next time. I'm wondering, is an invitation going to be sent out to the current members, or is it?
We will advise. Yes,
okay.
so we will advise when the we will advise all committees when the advertisements go out for our boards and committees. Great,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, anyone else? Nothing? Okay, thank you Jeanette for that report. Now our briefing. Now we're going to the reports to the Community Development Advisory Committee. So Community Development Advisory Committee Business Support Update by Debbie Miller. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Betty. Sorry, we're just having some technical issues here. We were just trying to problem solve through that. I apologize for that. So looking at the Community Development Advisory Committee, the business support update. So just wanted to provide an update on some of the things that have been happening in the last little while. The sector table meetings, we held sector table meetings in March and in June with businesses across the county of Frontenac, and we met with them virtually. We held these meetings asking questions, and businesses were able to offer input and provide ideas and things that they're working on. Also the ability to ask questions as well to economic development staff. And it also made us aware when there was something that they needed drawn attention to, or if they wanted us to send information along. So those have been going well, and we're continuing with those, planning to continue those into as we continue in 2022 and then into 2023. Again, looking to ask businesses if they prefer the virtual format or in person. Virtual has benefits as we can draw people from across the entire county at the same time, so people aren't traveling and it's just saving a bit of time, but in person also has a great benefit as well. So we will be asking those questions of the businesses. We've also updated our email newsletter communications. We've updated the format, so it's a streamlined format and it's going out weekly. So we started to do that in July, which is great. We've had some nice feedback about that. The click-throughs are maintaining. It's a tricky one. We've had a little bit of drop off with the last one, but not much. And sometimes that's the time of year as well. So people are very busy in the summertime and not reading it as timely. So that could potentially be the issue. So we'll continue to monitor that. We're also planning an annual business event and awards in October. So during Small Business Week is something that we've been talking about. We've met with the economic development group that we've been meeting with, the communications working table, talking about this. So the week of October 17th during Small Business Week. That event is really intended to bring businesses together for many reasons. One, to give an opportunity for networking so businesses can connect and make connections on various levels. Also providing an economic development update, both from the county and if the townships have other updates or Frontenac Business Services, so that businesses can hear an update as well. Providing information on our destination development plan, marketing opportunities, the community improvement plan status update on the trail signage as well. And then having opportunities for workshops and roundtables where the businesses can break out into smaller groups and there could be a presentation. We're still working on some of the details of these. So some of them, I'm just giving some high level ideas on things that we've talked about. One of the ideas being considered for the workshops and roundtables is a planning 101. We know there's a lot of questions around planning, but just thought that was a great opportunity to be able to offer a time when people can ask questions and receive answers from some of the planners. We're also looking at business awards, feeling that this is a really important piece for businesses. Looking at having 5 recipients. We would have a small group that would come together. All of the recipients would be nominated by other businesses or by other groups. Then we would review them and they would be presented at that time. Also considering what the award looks like, we were thinking that having an artist or an artisan from Frontenac County would create something and we would put some sort of, a recognition piece on the award as well. So again, making that whole connection back. Having a guest speaker, we're still determining what that guest speaker, who that would be, but important so that it's something impactful and meaningful for the businesses as well that can give them some ideas as we're, coming through COVID and things are a bit different, or is there a different topic? So we're putting some feelers out about that. Business highlights, an opportunity for businesses to highlight some of the things, the great things that they're doing in Frontenac County. There's so many amazing stories that we hear from the businesses. So just an opportunity for them to, whether it's demonstrate something that their business is doing or to provide an activity that we could participate in. And again, that one's going to be dependent on the time, the location that we're at and the space that's available. So as we're determining the exact location for the business event, which we've got a couple of thoughts around, so we're just trying to finalize that piece. Also an opportunity for businesses to bring their marketing materials to share with others, so other businesses can take them with them and also promote other businesses at the same time. And then throughout the event, we'll have some passive engagement as well. We'll have boards up with questions where people can add dots or sticky notes to provide comments and things like that, just to get people thinking and offering feedback for us as we continue through 2022 and into 2023. So there's lots going on there. So that's an exciting event that we're working on next after Open Farms, but continuing that process now. And then also looking to the spring of 2023, looking to do a familiarization tour. So just looking at some details around this, we need to put a bit more structure around it, and we'll bring it back to the group for more information. But really, a familiarization tour taking businesses or frontline staff around to other businesses, so that as visitors are coming to our region, they have been to these sites and they can speak directly to some of the things that are happening. So really important pieces as we have people, that are visiting our area, and we want people to move around and try different things and experience different parts of the region. So just working on that piece as well. So that'll be the spring that we're looking at. But again, also considering the size of Frontenac County, it might need to be broken out into a couple of tours, but more details to follow on that one, and we'll bring a report back. So again, that's all about that report. So happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Anybody have any questions or comments? Alan, Councillor Alan?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to Debbie. I was intrigued by the familiarization tour, and so I'm delighted to know that there will be more details coming along the way. It was just fleshed out a little. It'd be helpful to have it fleshed out a bit more, but it sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? I have a couple of things I would like to say. I think digital marketing might be one thing that you might want a speaker on or workshop on, as people are going more and more to digital because of COVID and that type of thing. So I think that might be an idea. I like the business highlights. We used to do something like that years ago when we were doing the strat planning. I think it was for economic development or whatever we called it, looking to the future or something like that. Anyways, so I'm glad to see something like that coming back, because I think it's a great asset for the for the county, and it gives people a chance to meet each other and get to know each other also. And the familiarization tour, I like that idea. North Frontenac is starting that. We have one planned, I think, in September. I'll know more on Monday night, I hope. So they're working towards doing a familiarization tour just to get even the businesses in North Frontenac to know what each other are doing, because the people in Cloyne and the people in Snow Road are a great distance apart again, so that people get to know what other businesses are doing. So I think the familiarization tour is a great idea. And that's all the comments I have to make.
Thank you, Betty. And just coming back to the digital marketing side, we'll flag also for the businesses, and we have a couple of times. There's the Digital Adoption Fund, which is a grant that businesses across Frontenac County can apply for to also get some dollars for digital marketing, for advertising on social media as well. And there's also an opportunity too where they can also make connections, and they can get specific guidance one-on-one as well. So we'll flag that as well, but that's a really great idea, and thank you for highlighting that. And the familiarization tours, in my previous world in Huntsville, we did them several times, and they worked very, very well. Definitely very beneficial for frontline staff to be out in experiencing what visitors would experience, and just seeing some of the amazing assets that are around here. So thank you for your comments.
Yeah, and Community Futures we do with the board once a year. We go out and meet some of our businesses that we've worked with too, so that everybody has a familiarization, and they're great opportunities to learn more. Okay, any other comments? No? Okay. That was for information. So now we're on to the Community Development Advisory Committee Open Farms 2022 update. Debbie.
Thank you very much. And just a quick update about Open Farms. So tickets went on sale yesterday, and we've already started to sell tickets even before our news release or social went out. So that's a really great sign. So the tickets are on sale. You can access that through the openfarms.ca on the Visit Frontenac site. So there's a page there that goes through all the various items that are available. There's experiences available on the farms and the agriculture organizations. Check it out. There's some great things that are happening. There's Back 40 Cheese in North Frontenac, Woodland Priestess in Central, the Long Road Eco Farm, Perry Farms at Food Less Traveled, Fat Chance Farmstead, the Kingston Area Community Training Farm, and then Kitchen Table Seed House and the Wolf Island Hop Yard. So we've got different farms spread across. There's different experiences happening up at Back 40 Cheese. There's a tour and tasting, and then there's also a dinner that's being planned on the Sunday night for an intimate dinner for 22 guests. And then there's, different things happening, going to experience the farm where you can go in and learn about the equipment, or go through the fields, the strawberry fields or the vegetable fields at different sites. There's also go and experience time with the animals. Kitchen Table Seed House is doing a talk about the tomatoes, and then talking about the seeds and how to clean the seeds, and then the breeding process around the seeds as well. And then Wolf Island Hop Yard has got an exciting event planned at the Hop Yard during the peak of their harvest, where they're going to pick people up and shuttle them to their site. There's going to be tours and education information around there. And then they're going to have brewers on site that use the hops from their site. So again, that full circle, talking about the farm to table piece as well. So looking at the community hubs as well. So there's lots of other things happening around. South Frontenac Museum is participating on the Saturday. Homegrown with Open Farms is going to be hosting some of the smaller farms on site, and then some other vendors on site. The Frontenac Plowing Match event is going to be, it's connected with the community hub at a location out in Sunbury. So lots happening on that. So that one's on the Sunday. The Homegrown with Open Farms is on the Saturday. So we're spreading people out at different locations as well, so they're not having to choose between two events on the same day. And then the plowing match on Wolf Island as well is on Saturday. So there's lots of things happening, farmers markets taking place around the region as well, and trying to draw people to those locations. And then Tourism Kingston is also hosting a farm to table dining experience in Kingston restaurants. So again, that connection where Our farms are providing the food, and then the experience is going to be with the chef in the restaurant. So again, making that full circle farm to table connection for everybody enjoying the experience. So it is a ticketed event this year, and the tickets, there's pricing structured, and it was the businesses, the farms that set up the ticketing price based on what their experience was. But the ticketing is all being provided in one location through the Perfect Mind system with the city system. So it filters through there. And that's again a partnership this year with the city of Kingston. So lots happening with open farms. The marketing is starting to roll out. So you'll start to see signs and posters and postcards around this week. And happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Councillor Doyle?
Yes, thank you very much, Debbie. Excellent overview. Just wondering if there's any need for county council or local councillors to get involved in some of these and help with the promotion. I haven't seen a whole lot yet on it, but I guess you're just starting that promotion. But I think local council would be a good thing to have included at some of these farms. I don't know if we can have representatives just to help with the program.
It would absolutely be great to have county council or councils from the different townships to promote the Open Farms event and encourage people to purchase tickets. We can absolutely take it away and talk about it and connect back about having representatives on site to be there for the specific events, but thank you for the idea. Sorry.
That's all right. Anyone else have any comments? I'm just, what's the dates again, please? Somebody else can do it.
I think it's September 10th, isn't it?
I got 10th and 11th written down, but I just wanted to confirm.
I think that's what it is, but maybe somebody could confirm.
Yeah, Richard, could you confirm that it's the 10th and 11th? Give Debbie a break. Debbie's shaking her head, yes. David's got his thumbs up, so. So, okay, that's September 10th and 11th. So I look forward to that that event. I'm gonna try and get out to some of them this year. Trying to do things like that. Anyways, any other comments, questions, or anything about the open farms? Looks like a good itinerary and a good variety of farms, and I'm glad that it's going all the way now from North Frontenac to Wolf Island, so it's covering the whole county, which is really exciting to see. So I guess nobody else has any comments. We shall move on. So the Community Development Advisory Committee, the Frontenac app and next stages. Ava, Juan, the digital marketing intern. You're
Hello,
up.
everybody. Thank you. I'm going to share my screen for a brief presentation. Oh, good. I can still see you. Let's see if this works. I think it's loading. Perfect. Yes, so I will be doing a brief overview of the Frontenac app update and what is up next. So, as you may remember, the app was part of the 2022 to 2026 business plan for the Planning and ECDev department at Frontenac County. And it was part of the trail activation program that aimed to connect regional trail users to more businesses and communities located along these trails. Originally, the idea was to have a trail passport where users of the trail could select stamps at different locations and collect them, but that quickly got turned into the mobile app that we have today. So I'm going to do a brief demo of the app just so we all know how it works. Now, if you bear with me, I'm going to stop sharing on this and start sharing on my phone. Can I not share my screen on my phone? Interesting. I don't think I can share on my phone. Look at that. I'll go back to the presentation for now. So basically how the app works is you can look at businesses on a map or a list view. So the map is exactly like Google Maps, and there's that little blue dot where you are, and you can zoom in and out, and there's different dropped pins for different locations of businesses along the trail. And you can access each business's location page, and you can look at a description, an insider tip, and then a bunch of contact information. Yeah, it looks like I can't share my screen on my phone, so I'm going to have to talk through the demo. But basically, the app works as a digital punch card. So at participating locations, users can collect points and redeem them for rewards. So for example, at the Cardinal Cafe, they say you can redeem 50 points for a free donut, which is very exciting. So if you're biking through and you stop at Nicole's Gifts or the hardware store even, or Muddy Waters, you can collect points. And there's a limit on how many points you can collect per day at one location, but theoretically you could go every day and collect 10 points at each location. So it basically acts as a bit of a marketing tool to let the people that are new to Frontenac County see different businesses along the KMP Trail. And it also rewards existing customers that always go to these businesses by allowing them to collect points and redeem them for rewards. So these are some stats of the current engagement of the app. So, sorry about that. So as of August 2nd, when the report was written, there were 150 registered users with the apps. This is of how many people actually have an account and are able to collect points and redeem them for rewards. The number that I think is very impressive is that we have almost 2,000 page views. So this means that an individual business's page with their information and a picture was clicked on almost 2,000 times. We have 69 point collections and 7 point redemptions, and there are 19 registered locations on the app with many more on the way. In terms of promotion, the app has been promoted across social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. There's also a landing page with information and links to download the app on visitfrontenac.ca. And getting locations to participate in the app was done through email, phone, and in-person visits. The Frontenac Ambassador newsletters also had sections on the app, and there's been some response with that. And the app has also been promoted in person at the Verona Trailhead ribbon cutting ceremony on June 28th, and the Lakes and Trails Festival on July 16th. And physical marketing materials such as postcards, posters, and tent cards were distributed to businesses so they could also promote it within their physical stores. And in terms of future engagement moving forward, we're planning on hosting contests on social media to increase awareness of the app and, of course, the businesses along the KMP Trail. We want to encourage engagement with the app as a way to collect and redeem points, not just as a map. And of course, anything that fosters connections with local businesses and community members and increases the use of the KMP Trail falls directly in line with the ECDEV departments. So that can't be anything but a good thing. So that is everything for my presentation. Thank you very much. And I'd be more than happy to answer any questions.
Okay, yeah. Is there any questions? Any comments? Besides me. I'll go first and then see if there's anybody. So what's the app name?
The Frontenac app.
Just Frontenac app.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And the other question is, I'll be with you in a minute, Dennis. After, that's to encourage use of the KMP Trail and the businesses also. But if somebody's driving, could they not do this too?
Collect points, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to visit the physical location. The app is all GPS located. So absolutely, if you drive to Verona and you pop into Nicole's Gifts, you can absolutely collect points, yes.
Okay, that's just a question. Councillor Doyle, or Warden Doyle.
Yes, Ava, I just want to thank you very much for the crisp presentation. It's good to bring everybody up to date on the app. And thank you for the good work.
Thank you.
And anyone else have any input on the mobile app for trail use and for driving? So that's interesting to know that it encourages people even driving to stop in at different different businesses and get familiar with them. So that's an added bonus to me. Any other comments? No. Okay, thank you very much, Ava. It was a great presentation, and I'm sure you're going back to school soon, but it's great to have had you with us. I probably
Thank you
won't see you
very
again because we're not till October. So anyways, it's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see any communications. Does anyone have anything? Other business? The only thing I'd like to mention is that in North Frontenac, the studio tour comes up the 24th and 25th of September. And we're also planning a Festival of the Stars the evening of the 29th or 23rd and 24th. So both events will be going on at the same time. So it hopefully will bring people during the day and night. So more information on that will be to follow, but I just thought I'd give everybody a little heads up on that we're doing both of them together. So, so if there's nothing else that anyone wants to bring forward? No? Okay, so I ask for the next meeting of the Community Development Advisory Committee is scheduled for Thursday, October 13th at 10 a.m. I don't know if we're planning on maybe doing one in person for our last meeting or whether we're doing it by Zoom, but that's up to the county. So I would ask for a motion for adjournment. Councillor Doyle, Warden Doyle, sorry. Yes.
And I hope we can have the meeting in person on October.
I just think it would be nice that we all get together for the last one, but that, like I say, that's up to county. So just a suggestion. Okay, so it's great to see everybody, and hopefully we'll see you everybody in October on the 13th. And boy, Small Business Week should be in that week too, I think, or the next week. Anyways, next week.
Chair,
okay.
We just need a seconder on that. We have the mover as Warden Dennis Doyle and seconder.
Lisa was the seconder.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
And we're all in favor.
Much. Pardon me?
Good week. We're all in favor.
Yeah. Have a great week, and